Gathered behind me, you see a group consisting of Strongsville parents, residents. Some of them, I believe, are subs that have come out to help our children in this time of need. And we're all here for the same reason. We're here to try to find a good and fair end to all of this. And what has brought us out today is, for the most part, I think I speak for everybody, we're fed up with certain tactics. When we showed up today, I was given a paper about Erica here, about certain facts. Now, true or not, this is just another tactic to detract from the message that she's bringing to us. We all stand behind this message that we're done with the bullying and we're done with the harassment. We want this to be over with, and we want it to be over the right way. So these tactics aren't going to fly with us anymore. Erica here has found some information that she is going to share with everybody. Give it up for Erica.
Thanks, guys. After 8 weeks of striking and 61 teachers contacting us asking for help with crossing the picket lines, we as parents, members of the community, and other concerned parties have been completely blown away by how many highly qualified educators are still being duped by the union. They have walked around in the cold rain, knowing they've lost and continue to lose thousands of dollars in compensation. They've lost their health care, they know their students miss them, and many of them miss their students. But how many of them truly understand why they're even doing these things? After diligent research, we have discovered in the public domain a formerly confidential copy of the National Education Association's Strike Strategy Directives, a guide which, after careful review, appears to be the blueprint the SEA is using for this strike. In this detailed strategy guide, the first strategy is mislead your own membership. The reason given? To gain sympathy and support and begin the process of dissatisfaction. The second strategy, continue to mislead the membership. As if these first two directives are not bad enough, the third strategy given is misdirection. Cloud the real bargaining issues. State that the teachers are concerned about poor working conditions, poor educational programs, in fact, anything except money and benefits. Does it sound familiar? Sadly, despite the recent poll showing that 71% of the community has an unfavorable opinion of the SEA, the same poll indicated that 21% are still allowing themselves to be manipulated and misled, and the proof is right here. Reading this document has been shocking to us. The very first strategy is for the union to lie to the teachers in order to artificially create sympathy, dissatisfaction, and then build upon it in an effort to apparently manipulate them. As we read further, it became more and more obvious that this strategy guide was being used by the SEA not only to manipulate the teachers, but also the board, the superintendent, the community, and the students. Here are just a few strategies mentioned in this guide. Ask yourselves, does any of this sound familiar? Block the boss. Attack the chief school administrator or superintendent. Charge him with poor management. Charge the board with refusal to bargain in good faith. File some grievance. It may be thrown out, but your purpose is served. It also gives you something to drop in return for something else. Marathon meetings. Call for around-the-clock bargaining to influence the public and members. The board will probably turn you down, giving you the opportunity to play that up and accuse them of retarding programs. Have small children picket with you during school hours to create the impression that people are with the teachers and against the board. Neighborhood nuisance. Picket the homes and/or businesses of school board members. Why? Reaction of the neighbors or wife and children. It hurts business more. It creates pressure from within the home. For weeks now, we've seen the SEA do just this. Lambs to the slaughter. Get the board members to the table. Once you get them there, turn them against one another. For weeks now, the SEA has insisted on this. General business boycott. Boycott the business of anyone who supports the board. In the SEA newsletters turned over to this community group by SEA members themselves, there are lists of these businesses on its wall of shame, including Goldie's right down the street. simply because the restaurant would not allow the members to park all of their cars in the front parking lot. Slow down. Institute a work-to-rule job action. Tell the teachers to do nothing beyond the letter of their contract. No meetings, no volunteering, and no special help to the students. This is sick, this is horrific, and I want to ask Mrs. Linscott, is this a game to you? Because these are our children, our community, and our board. We will not allow you or the SEA to destroy our community, manipulate our elected officials, and mislead our teachers. We are asking for every teacher out there to go to our website at strikefacts.com and download this 8-page document of which I've mentioned. Also, please download the analysis and ask yourself, is this what I was told would happen when I voted to strike? Do I want to continue to strike, or do I want to finally stand up for myself, saying enough is enough, cross the picket line, and come back to work? We know the May 6th deadline is fast approaching. We know the board has stated they will keep these schools open and operating with qualified substitute teachers through the end of the school year. And we all know this will eventually end. What are you waiting for, teachers? We encourage the 61 teachers who have expressed their desire to cross to do so now. We encourage their colleagues to follow. You may have building up the courage to do it, but now is the time. You have the overwhelming majority of this community. You have our support, and you will continue to have our support when you cross. Thank you.